And we are live. Welcome everybody for this live stream on how to get started in Web3. I'm Julian, your host, and you are on EatTheBlocks. So this is a live stream for developers who are Web2 developers who want to make it into Web3. And so we are going to discuss a couple of very important points for your career. But first, hi everybody in the chat. We have Aidni, hello, Ado, Danny, Powell, Kyle, Sahil. Hi everybody. Where are you guys from? Let me know in the chat where you are from. So first, I'm going to introduce myself for those who don't know me. After, we're going to talk of the opportunities that you have in the world of Web3. So both as an employee and as an entrepreneur, we're going to talk salary and a different possibility of creating your project. Then we're going to talk of how you can learn Web3 development in a very efficient way. Then we're going to talk of how you can find your first blockchain job. Then I'm going to introduce my offer for Black Friday, and at the end we'll do the Q&A. So we have many people in the chat. So you guys telling me where you're from. We have people from Scotland, Turkey, Fort Myers, North Carolina, Texas, India, Nigeria, New York City, Alabama, India. Wow, amazing, from everywhere. And so I'm broadcasting here from Taiwan. So I'm going to start with my self intro. So this is my LinkedIn page. I'm Julian, the CEO and founder of EatTheBlocks. You know, when you put CEO on your LinkedIn profile, like, it feels good. Like the first time I changed my job title, I was so happy. I was like, yeah, I'm a CEO. So let's see what we have on this profile. Let's go down. So I'm an engineer. Here, so I have a master's degree of engineering and of finance. And I started my career in finance. I was in Hong Kong. And I worked 3 years there, and that was great. But I realized I don't want to do this all my life. So then I learned coding. So I moved here to Taiwan, and I learned web development. I started very humbly with a PHP and a WordPress website, and then I learned JavaScript. I learned Node.js, React, etc. And then in 2017, I stumbled upon this magical word blockchain, and it totally changed my life. And so I started my YouTube channel, EatTheBlocks, and I joined this company, Lending Block. I was their first employee. This is basically a lending app for crypto, but this is a centralized project. And then I work for, I continue, I was a freelancer for different blockchain project. And after, actually I started before this from somewhere around from early 2020, I became full-time on EatTheBlocks, and so training students on my channel and on my online academy. So now you know everything about me. So next, we're gonna move on with the different opportunities you have as a Web3 developer. So first, most of you probably want to be employee in the world of Web3. And so you have to know that there is a huge shortage of talent in the industry. Many crypto companies want to hire crypto people, but it's very difficult to find. And because of this market imbalance, of course, because of the law of the offer and demand, the salaries tend to go up. So here, this is the page of a crypto job list, and here we have a study. So let's say that per year on average is 91k. So okay, so this is very conservative actually. So this is for junior. Actually, I would say probably it's closer to 100k for junior. And here you can see that it can go much higher. So here it's a top 10%, 160k, but actually for the really top, it can go to 200k, 300k, especially if you're specialized in smart contract security or DeFi. You have a very specific expertise. Yeah, it can go really much higher. So being an employee is amazing because you work on very interesting stuff in crypto. We work on technology that is going to change the world, really. So it's really, really super cool. You have great salary, you work remotely, but that's not the only thing you can do. You can also be an entrepreneur if you want. You can you can create your crypto project, and right now it's quite easy to raise money because we had the central banks which kept the interest rate so low during all these years, and so there is all this money floating around, and all these VCs, all these investment funds, they need to invest their money, but they don't find enough projects. So really, if you come across as someone serious, it's not too difficult to find funding. For example, today I went to a crypto meetup here in Taiwan, and there were a couple of investors, and they were the one pitching to me. I did not pitch to them. They pitched to me. They said, Julian, if you want to create your project, we provide these services, blah 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 blah. So really, there is this huge opportunity. I know that entrepreneurship is not for everybody, but all I'm saying is that right now we are lucky to have this possibility, and who knows, it's not going to last forever. Before crypto, it wasn't the case. Let's say you wanted to do some productivity app 5 or 10 years ago. You really had to pitch your project, and typically you would get less money. But right now we can enjoy all this free money. So yeah, if you want to try to create your crypto project, Web3 is an amazing industry for that. Okay, so that's it for the general opportunities that you have in the Web3 industry. So next, I'm gonna quickly mention a big mistake that I see in many people who are new to Web3. So let's be honest. What attracted you to Web3 the first time? Even if you like the technology, etc., usually the thing that capture your attention, at least the first time, is the price of Bitcoin, the price of crypto. You see the price going up, and you think, oh my God, I have to be part of it, blah blah blah. I mean, that's normal, we all attracted by that sort of thing, but you have to realize that the evolution of the industry is not directly correlated to the price of crypto. People who don't know much about crypto, they pay way too much attention on the price of crypto. They think that because the price of Bitcoin goes up, then it means somehow the Bitcoin the code of Bitcoin is going to magically improve, and conversely, that's not the case. You have all these VC, all these investment funds that invest long term, and these guys, they don't care that the market temporarily goes down or what. So really, don't base your involvement in crypto based on like short-term noise. Really, you should really project yourself in the future. We are really into something that is going to be big long-term, that is going to change the world, and really don't pay too much attention to like short-term price fluctuation. So with this being said, we're going to talk now of how you can learn blockchain development. So first of all, quick detail about the vocabulary. So when I started in the world of blockchain in 2017, so we used to say blockchain development, but now I hear more and more the term Web3 development. So blockchain development, Web3 development, you can consider this is pretty much the same thing, really. So prerequisite. So you have to know that blockchain technology is based on the web technology. So if you are totally new to programming and you don't know web development, it's really going to be tough. Because nobody is going to explain you those things in the documentation. People are going to assume that you already know all these things. So don't skip this part. You absolutely need to have a good basis in web development. So that means HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React. So there are several frameworks for the front end, but React is by far the framework that is the most in demand in the industry. So I really recommend to know this one. Even though maybe personally you prefer to use Vue or something like this, but for a job, for the sake of finding a job, no React. And then you also have to know Node.js, and especially for NPM, Node Package Manager, because a lot of development tools in blockchain, they are available as an NPM package. So you need to feel comfortable in an NPM project, really. So make sure you have a good grasp of this, and don't hesitate to spend several months on this. This is very, very important. Then the next thing I wanted to tell you about is the difference between blockchain core dev and blockchain app development. So this is really a big confusion for newbies. So blockchain core development, that means if you are creating the actual blockchain. So let's say you create the code of Bitcoin and you create the code of Ethereum. This is a very small part of the industry. It's exactly like the developers who build the code of Chrome or the code of Firefox, etc. in C++. Most people, they don't do this. So it's very interesting, but it's very hardcore, and the demand for this is not very high. So if this is what you want to do, that's great, but be aware that it's going to be difficult to find learning resources on this. This is not what I teach on EatTheBlocks, because this is really so specialized. And most of the industry is not doing this. Most of the industry is doing blockchain app development. That means when you build an application on top of the blockchain, that we talk of decentralized application. So really, I think you should focus on this. It's way easier than the blockchain core development. Is way more in demand, and it's what we teach on EatTheBlocks. And so we also call this Web3 development. But in general, when you hear someone talking of blockchain development, they probably mean this thing on the right. They probably do not mean blockchain core development. All right. So now the next question we have to ask ourselves is which blockchain to focus on. And this is really a big mistake of beginners, because especially all these YouTube channels that talk about the price all the time, they talk of so many different projects at the same time. It's really, really confusing. So you have Ethereum, but you have like Solana, Cardano, and it's really difficult to know like which one is really the platform of the future. So you know what? I'm going to make it simple for you. There is one blockchain that matters. And I'm not saying this in a subjective way. What I'm going to say is very objective. It's really from an insider of the industry. I'm talking in terms of where is the job market, where is the community of user, investor, etc. The blockchain that matters the most is Ethereum. It's really where you have everybody, the whole community. And now, even though you start to have some other blockchain that solve some problem of Ethereum, like a high gas fee, etc., a lot of these other blockchain are still based on the technology of Ethereum. So that's the case of the Binance Smart Chain, for example. It's called Binance Smart Chain, but under the hood, it uses what is called the EVM, the Ethereum Virtual Machine. So that means that everything you learn for the Ethereum network, you can also reuse it for Binance Smart Chain. You can reuse it on Avalanche. You can reuse it on Polygon. Really, there are many blockchains that are based on Ethereum. So we say that these blockchains are EVM based to really make the difference between Ethereum, the network, or Ethereum, the deployment, if you want, and Ethereum, the technology. So once you understand this, now we can start to work, because we know that we have to be focused on one thing. So next, to know exactly what you need to learn to learn blockchain development, you need to understand the architecture of a blockchain app, or as we also call it, a decentralized application, or just a Dapp. So a Dapp, this is, you can say it's a special kind of web application if you want. So usually you have a backend, but a small backend. So in some case, the backend can just host the front end, or sometimes the backend can have also some API, but usually it's quite lightweight. So in the front end, usually it's HTML, CSS, JavaScript. It's a web application that runs in your browser. It can also be a mobile app, but in most cases, it's on the web. And this front end is connected to a wallet, so broad the site. So the wallet is where the users will store a private key. So it's like the equivalent of a password, basically. And so very important, the private key never leave the wallet. The code of the front end never get access to the private key. So otherwise the private key is compromised. And so the front end is going to ask the wallet to sign some transaction. So, or in other words, to the front end ask the user, hey, do you want to perform this action? And the user will see a pop-up and say, yes, I want to do it, or I don't want to do it. And then the front end is going to send a transaction. So that means it is a signed data package. It's going to send a transaction to a smart contract, which is on the blockchain. So the smart contract is really the core of your decentralized application. It's a small program, usually a few hundred line of code. It can be a few thousand line of code, but it's really more than this because smart contracts are more limited. The environment, the execution environment of the blockchain is much more limited compared to what you have in the browser. And so the smart contract is going to process your transaction. It's going to change the value of some variable, and based on that, basically the user performs some action, and that's the end. So that's the architecture of a Dapp, and so you need to learn the technology that is relevant for this different part. So we're going to see this. So first, you need to learn Solidity. So that's the most popular language for a smart contract on Ethereum. There are other programming language for Ethereum, but this one by far is the most popular. The syntax is similar to JavaScript, but the way it actually works is extremely different. So you really don't be fooled if you know JavaScript. Don't think that right away you will understand Solidity. No, it will take you some time. A great tool to learn Solidity is called Remix. So that's an online IDE for Solidity. It's very plug and play. You have nothing to install. You just go to the address remix.ethereum.org, and right away you can create your first smart contract and deploy it in a virtual blockchain that is only on your computer. So it doesn't matter if you break things. You can make all the mistakes you want. It's a great learning environment. Then you will need to learn OpenZeppelin. So that's a library for Solidity smart contract that provides some standard implementations for a very important piece of code like ERC20 tokens, so which is the most used asset on Ethereum, also ERC721. Then you will, at some point, you will also need a framework for smart contract, because if you don't have a framework for smart contract, there is a lot of plumbing to do to interact with the blockchain, and that's impossible to work like this. So we need a smart contract framework. So when I started blockchain in 2017, there was another framework that used to be more popular that was called Truffle, but now these days more and more people use Hot Hat. At the beginning was just for the cool kids, and now in terms of download, it actually caught up with Truffle. So actually I have a couple of videos on my channel on Hot Hat. Then to interact with the blockchain from the front end, you will need a library. So also when I started in 2017, there was another library called web3.js that was more popular, but now there is this library Ethers that is more popular, so I recommend to learn this one. Then you will need to learn the API of MetaMask, which is the most popular wallet for Ethereum. So this is a Chrome extension. And when you build the front end of your decentralized application, you need to synchronize with MetaMask. So MetaMask is going to inject itself in the code of your Dapp, and so you need to wait for MetaMask to be injected, and after you need to connect MetaMask to the library that you use to interact with the blockchain. So if you use Ethers, so you will integrate it with the provider of Ethers. Otherwise, it also integrates with Web3. But this connection between your Dapp and MetaMask is not very easy, and it's, in terms of UI UX, it's also very important to get it right, because it's really the biggest difference between a Dapp and a normal web application. So you will probably struggle here, but that's really normal. All right. So um, then we are going to talk of finding your first blockchain job. So once you have learned blockchain, it's time to think about finding your first blockchain job. So first you need to learn, right? And there are many there are free resources, there are paid resources. So you can start with my channel, EatTheBlocks. I have many videos. I have more than 500 videos. So you'll find a lot of cool stuff here. And in your learning process, at some point you need to start to build project. Okay, you cannot just do tutorial. You need to actually build something, because this is what you're going to show to in your portfolio. So this is a screenshot on one of the app that we build in my in one of my course, because I also have a course. I have an online academy for blockchain developers. So here in one of the course we build a decentralized exchange. So decentralized exchange is really one of the most cool, one of the coolest kind of project you can build really as a Dapp. And as you can see, I made a point to make it look nice, because this is what you're gonna show in your portfolio. So you want to impress companies, and when you build your portfolio of project, you don't necessarily want to do a gazillion, a lot, too many different kind of project. You just want to have just a couple. You can really have just one if really it's really good. You just want to have a couple of them that are really good, that you can really highlight. You can really explain what they've been doing. It's better to have one project that is really advanced compared to many projects that are too simple, really, because it's going to send a better signal to the companies. All right. So once you've built your portfolio of projects, so next you are ready to start working. And so for that, there are different methods to find your first blockchain job. So of course, the most traditional method is you just answer to a job description, and one of the best websites for this is a crypto job list. It's really one of the standard in the industry. Many crypto company post their job description first on crypto job list. Like, look at that, you have like 4,000 job. I think it's even more than on LinkedIn. Seriously, it's absolutely huge. It's like the big reference, and you can search in a very specific criteria. Oh yeah, one thing that I forgot to mention is that before you start your job search, you should probably start to narrow down the scope of your search. So instead of just saying that you want to find a job as a blockchain developer, maybe you can start to find something more specific. For example, are you interested in a specific segment of the industry? So what about DeFi? What about NFT? What about development tools? And that may seem counterintuitive. You may think that if you restrict the scope of your search too much, you actually will get less chance, but this is the contrary, because if you search for something specific, you can really tailor your profile for what you're looking for, and companies will really respond to this. Because when companies will see your profile, right away they will think, oh, this guy, it's the guy we need. But if you try to go too broad, then your profile is not going to resonate with anybody. So don't make this mistake. Make sure to be really specific, even though maybe you don't know yet what you're looking for, but you can just make an assumption, like you just try with something. So you say, okay, let's try with NFT, let's see how it goes. And after, you can change it if you want, but make sure to search for something specific. So beside this beside answering job description, another way you can find a job is by joining Discord communities and try to be active in their community. Most crypto projects, they have active Discord communities, and usually they're quite friendly. You can start to participate in conversation, try to understand what is doing what, try to see how you can contribute to the community. That means, so just to be clear, it means doing some non-paid work, okay? Maybe for some time you're just doing some work for free, but Very quickly it's going to pay off because the community is going to understand that you offer something of value, and so at some point they are going to come to you and suggest a job. And usually the best offer you'll get is when people come to you. Also, if you like to go to take that route, you can do some research on the different DAOs. So DAOs, decentralized autonomous organization. This is basically a new form of company that is enabled by a smart contract. DAO is really the cutting edge of the crypto industry. It might be a little bit intimidating for beginners, but if you feel aligned with the ethos of blockchain, decentralization, etc., you'll probably love working at DAOs. This is not for everybody. This has less structure than a traditional company, but you can consider this if you're willing to experiment. Another possibility to find a job is to participate to a hackathon. There are many blockchain hackathon, and what is amazing is that a lot of them have great prize. For example, there was this blockchain called Algorand with which we partner on our channel. They had like so much prize. I think in total they have something like $1 billion in prize for their various hackathon. Absolutely insane. So this is only in blockchain. You will never find so much prize for hackathon outside of blockchain. So really consider this. So in a hackathon, basically you try to form a team at the beginning of the hackathon. You agree on a project that you're going to build. Usually it lasts a couple of weeks, and at the end there'll be a jury that's going to evaluate each project, and if you win, you win a prize. And even if you don't win, this forces you to build some advanced project that you can reuse for your job search. And you can also attract the attention of some project that think that the thing you built is really interesting, and maybe you can reuse some of your skill in their project. So it's a great way to showcase your skills. But I have to say that it's probably not for beginners, because if you are too beginner and you go to a hackathon, it's possible that your teammate will feel a little bit impatient. If you are too slow, you're not really able to produce something. So I would not recommend this to people who are still quite junior. Make sure you already have some abilities when you join a hackathon. Another possibility is that you contribute to open source project on GitHub. So here, for example, I did the research for Solidity, and there are, as you can see, almost 24,000 repository. And so you can find a project that you like and try to make some a contribution. So this is similar to hackathon in the sense that this is also not for junior. You have to be quite independent. You have to be at a certain level of expertise to do this. But it's a great way to showcase your skill to a project. And there are a lot of open source contributors who end up being hired by companies because they really provide a lot of value. Okay, so that's it for the different way you can find your first blockchain job. And now we are going to talk of my Black Friday offer. So I do have an online academy where I have many courses for blockchain developer. And really what's great about these courses is that it reduces the time it takes you to become a blockchain developer. So you can find a lot of information for free. You don't need to pay for any course on YouTube and anywhere. There is a lot of free stuff. But if you really value your time and you want to make it happen as fast as possible, and you want the best opportunities, it can be valuable to take some paid courses where you don't have all the distraction of YouTube, but you have everything, all the things you need up to date that is provided to you. So if you want to access all my course, I have a bundle which is at $2,000, but because this is Black Friday, we have a discount of minus 70%, which is valid basically just for today, unless if you register. So if you register here for if you are registered on my mailing list, basically you will also have access to this promo until Cyber Monday, which is next week. So I just put the link in the description. But basically, with the promo, the cost is $597, and you can pay in crypto also. You can pay also in credit card, in PayPal. And so what is included in this? So let me show you what you have. So you basically have all my courses. So NFT 101, this is our brand new course on NFT that we released just a few weeks ago. Dapp 30, so this is an older course. I released it about maybe 3 years ago. So there is really a lot of content, but it's a little bit outdated. Six-figure blockchain developer, so that's really the main course to become a blockchain developer. So it teaches you everything from how blockchain work, how Ethereum work, Solidity programming, how to deploy a smart contract, how to test a smart contract, how to build a front end. And you know, when I show you, before I show you this project, the deck, so this is in this course, a six-figure blockchain developer. And by the way, we are working on an update of this course to use the latest stuff, the latest version of Solidity. So I did an update of this course 8 months ago, but we are working on another update so that it's really brand new. Also, we have web development for blockchain. So this one is if you don't have the prerequisite to be a blockchain developer, you don't know web development, then you can take this course. Then profitable flash loan. So this is a course that teaches you how to create an arbitrage bot to exploit price difference between decentralized exchange. So it's a fun project, basically. Even though I don't guarantee any profit. Just to be clear, don't start to think that you're going to become rich if you do this. If you are serious about it and you decide to focus on it for months and you are super focused on this, yes, you can be profitable, but it's not a magical money making machine. And then we have this course on DeFi. So this is an advanced course that teaches you the main DeFi protocol, and that also explains you the main concept in DeFi and how to create these building blocks with code. This is really something that this is very rare. You almost have no course about DeFi in the industry. You have course about DeFi as a user, but not really for the technical side. Then we have a series of live training. So we did this a couple of months ago, where it's basically a live stream, which is recorded. So here, create your own token. So this is a fork of SafeMoon. Then a live training on Polygon. Then one on smart contract security. Then one on crypto trading bot. One of to build an NFT marketplace. One on Uniswap v3, so the latest version of Uniswap. Another one on smart contract security, how to do Ethereum staking. Then we have another course on Polygon that we developed in partnership with Polygon. So just as a disclaimer, this course is also available for free on YouTube. Then we have this upcoming course, Smart Contract Security 101. So this is going to be released in 2 weeks, but we'll have already all the material which has been recorded, and this has been created by security experts. And I think and we also have other courses that are upcoming. Basically right now we have a full-time instructor which is who is working for us. We also have freelancer who are working for us. For example, we are updating the course on Flash Loan, just to say that even though there are many courses in our catalog, we're going to keep updating new courses, because now EatTheBlocks is not just me, but there is the whole team that is busy to improve our catalog. So now, so that's it for what's inside the lifetime pass. Oh yes, I forgot. You also have access to our private Discord community of about 5,000 students. And this Discord community, so you can get support if you have any question about the course. So it's a great way. We have a staff of Eat the Blocks that is going to answer your questions, and it's also a great way to do some networking with other students. For example, if you want to find your first blockchain job, and you start to chat with other people, you know, it can go very fast. Maybe another student get hired somewhere and they're looking for another developer, so they're going to introduce you. Or you also have some students that are actually entrepreneurs and are looking for people in the Discord community. And these are the best job offers, because these are the job offers that never go public. These people, they will just find someone in the community, and this position is just snatched right away, and you can get it without competing with hundreds of other people. So to me, it's really one of the biggest value of the community of Eat the Blocks. All right, so now we are going to do the Q&A. Okay, so I need to scroll up. So let me see. By the way, let me put the link again in the chat. So this is the link for the lifetime pass, and if you want to pay in crypto, here, this is the link. All right, so let me scroll up. Who do we have? Okay, so Danny G, Florida. Hi from Seoul, Ireland. Hi Julian, I'm from Brazil. Portland, man, Argentina, Moscow. I'm from the metaverse. George, Tara from Thailand. Mood, Malaysia. Jenny, Finland. Atava, India. Andre, Portugal. Hi from Nigeria. South Africa, Canada. From the metaverse. MJ, the plugin from Canada. Jonathan, Hafida from Morocco. Aldo, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Jakes. Huston, Errol is saying any $1 million salary. You are joking, but actually on a crypto job list, you know, the website where you have all these a job description for crypto. Once, I think there was a salary of $600,000, something like this, and I don't think that was an error. Maybe they were looking for someone who was super good at security, but realistically, yeah, the top salary are around like $200,000. But sometimes you can leverage your knowledge in smart contract to do, for example, a flash loan arbitrage, and in this case, yeah, sky is the limit. But I would just say in general, if you want salary beyond a few $100,000 per year, which is already amazing. But if you really want to make a lot of money, then you have to be an entrepreneur usually. All right, Batman. All right. Let me see. Huston, hey, I want to learn new skills for the future. I think this will be everywhere in 10 years. Yes. Great attitude. Albert, hello, sir. Alexei, okay, so technical questions. We're not going to do that kind of question. Deepak, one of the best channel in blockchain. Thank you. Albert Chung. I need so many blockchains now. Yeah, but only Ethereum matters. Okay, David, what do you think about ADA? Actually, tomorrow I'm going to release a video about Cardano. But I mean, just very quickly, I don't think anything special about Cardano. All right, fake can, sir, is React really required? If I focus only on backend, yeah, I mean, you can be a backend blockchain developer, but maybe in some situation you will need to do complete Dapp. So it's good if you know just the basics of React. You don't need to be like a top expert, but just know the basics. All right, what about Hedera? Don't know much about Hedera. THX, hey Julian, there are NFTs from the Macy Thanksgiving Parade. Awesome. Truly, when do we get access to the Discord, Julian? So yeah, if you buy any of my course, you get access to it. All right. Then who do we have? Jepta. Sorry, I don't pronounce your name correctly. Probably. This is a 2 years learning process, right? You know, it's really difficult to say. Of course, if you are already a web dev, it's going to help massively. Actually, crypto company, they prefer people who've been in the game for several years already. That's for sure. But now, you know, nothing is impossible. You can start from scratch. It really depends on your motivation. I cannot tell you how long it's going to take you. It's really up to you. But I would say you have to consider that what really matters is, are you doing an investment that is worthwhile? It's better to work 1 or 2 years on something that is worthwhile instead of rushing for 6 months to do something that is not valuable. So what matters is that your time is well spent and one day is going to pay off. So I would say if you want to do it, don't worry too much if it's going to take too long. Just start now, and at some point you're going to get there. All right. Dasha, give a Discord server or Telegram for member with question to the course. Yeah, so you guys can send me an email at Jul. If you still have question after, you can send me an email, Julian at EatTheBlocks.com. There is also a Facebook group that is public. You can find the link in the header of the channel. All right, let's scroll down. Garden Expert Julian, can I pay with BUSD? Yeah, so I put a link for the crypto payment, so I explain everything. You can pay with BUSD. Timothy, I'm curious, are there any higher profile conferences or meetup in the north? I'm learning Solidity and Java to build few projects. Would love to face with other devs. Yeah, so you have a couple of conferences that are focused on developers. So you have DEF CON. Used to be more focused on developer. Now it's a bit more general, but DEF CON is basically the main conference for Ethereum. Then you have this other conference in March in Paris, which is, I believe, the best conference for developers. It's called ETH I went to one, and it was great. Super high quality of speaker, a great vibe. It was mostly technical people. It's much cheaper than the other conference, so great food. Yeah, I mean, so I really recommend it. So then we have Matthias. Final price is $2,000. No, it's $597 just for Black Friday. So it's just today. Sandy saying, "Wow, 2K for live access." No, as I said, it's $597 with the discount. No. There is no teachable link for crypto payment. I put the link for crypto payment in the chat, and also you here you have a link for crypto payment. Read this. All right. Z World, have you heard of the Neon EVM? No, I do not know this one. All right. Let me see. Okay, I lost. One second. Dimitri, Julian, after I pay with crypto, should I notice you? Okay, so everything is explained on this page. It's basically, I explain the whole procedure, so you have to send me an email after with the link to your transaction. All right. Matthias, what's the coupon discount? Is 70%. All right. Let me see. Okay, so Ricardo is asking, this is in French, EatTheBlocks, when when are you going to do tutorial for Pluto on Cardano? We need to wait for the development tools to be more advanced. I just did some research on Cardano. It's still not quite ready. All right. Skirmers, hello from Kansas. Do you have any offer for single courses? No, the discount for Black Friday is only for the lifetime pass. But if you want, you can also buy a single course if you prefer. Epsilon, hi from London. Sandy, willing to work in exchange of a lifetime access. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have enough time for interns, but thanks for suggesting this. BC, hello from Uruguay. Hi from Turkey. I'm from Minneapolis, from Vietnam, from Italy, USA, Brazil. Awesome. Pool Connect, hello from France. How much equity do CTO get from a Dapp project? It really depends how early you are. If you are part of the founding team at the very beginning, then everybody should get the same amount of equity. It's super weird if you start and, for example, there is the business guy, and just because he has more connection to VCs, etc., you claim that because you're the tech guy, you should have less equity. If you're part of the founding team, everybody's the same. However, if there is already a funding team that already started the project, they incorporate a company, they already find some seed money, and you join after, then you're probably going to get less equity, and it's impossible to say how much. It's really up to your negotiating skills, basically. Pool Connect, $700,000. Oh, what was that? Okay. Then we have a free question. Beside the programming aspect, how can I learn about blockchain architecture, working on the underlying infrastructure of the blockchain? I think you want to study blockchain core development. So you probably will not find any course about this. You will have to dig into the code of specific project. Yeah. All right, Abhishek, the pin link show $2,000. How to get the discounted link? Yeah, there is on the page. If you go on the page, you will see the coupon. Black Friday. Okay, I can put it in the chat also. But yeah, Black Friday 2021. This is the coupon. Larry, like your channel so much. Thank you. David, still bullish on Matic? Yeah, I have to say that I'm a little bit disappointed. I thought that the price of the coin will go up more, but we have to be in it for the long term. In any case, I think Polygon has this ability to really try many different approach, because they just have so much money. So they can try like one sidechain with rollup, one sidechain with this other tech, etc. They really are the one with the biggest number of approaches, the biggest number of partnerships. So long term, I think they're gonna win. Lucas, how do you see the future of this, since the execution of the transaction are slow and seems to be transactional or non-concurrent? So the future of this is Ethereum 2.0 is a sharded feature where the blockchain is split in different blockchain. Yeah, but I basically check out the research on Ethereum 2.0. They're going to explain it much better than me. CryptoJax, hey Julian, this is one of your students. Is it possible to update the name of an already deployed smart contract? I don't know what you mean by, not sure what you mean by updating the name, but it's not possible to update the code of a smart contract. Danny G, I really want to learn as much as I can about NFT. I believe everything will be tokenized and economies will be individual based. Your course looks great. Thanks. Ricardo Perez, what about a full stack tutorial, Vue.js per Truffle plus Laravel? So Vue.js is not very widespread in the industry, so I don't focus on this. Truffle, now I will focus more on Hot because it's getting more popular. Laravel, PHP is really not much used in blockchain also, so I probably will not cover this. Andre, you mentioned Dapp 30 course is 3 years old. That it still makes sense to take it? It's really up to you. If you take the whole package, the lifetime pass, you will get access to it. You have to be aware that sometimes it can be valuable to have some old code, because when you work as a blockchain developer, you will have to interact with a lot of smart contracts, including some older smart contracts. So you need to understand the older syntax of Solidity as well. So it can be interesting to take the course and to manually yourself, you do the effort to update the smart contract to a new version. This way you can really have a great learning experience. But I will not update Dapp 30 because this one is a little bit too old and there's just too much content. That was my first course and I really overshoot by a large margin. This course is really unmaintainable because there is just so much content. The students loved it, but for me, the creator, it's just too difficult to maintain. However, I will absolutely update a six-figure blockchain development. We are actually already updating it, so it's going to be broken down into several courses. And so the first part of this update is going to be available in about 1 month and a half, towards the end of this year. Then Frankie, you link say $2,000. No, it's $597 after the discount. And then can I code adapt entirely in plan C? Wow, I don't know about this. You're asking for something difficult. Huh? I'm not sure it's possible. Then the Moorish question: what is the difference between your paid course and the one on YouTube? I don't have courses on YouTube. I just have individual video that teach something specific, but it's just on YouTube. It's always something very specific, whereas on the course is the whole thing. So it's basically you don't have. I mean, really, if you want to absolutely not pay and only have free stuff, you can absolutely probably find all the material on YouTube. It's just that probably not the material will be up to date and it will take you way more time to actually put together all the tutorials. So it really comes down to how much you value your time. Also on YouTube, you don't have access to the community, the private Discord community of EatTheBlocks, which is, to me, is probably the most valuable aspect of the course. Then Suleiman, I think Web3 will arrive in 2022. Yeah, absolutely. Then what we have, dear, one second. Lost where I was in the chat. Okay. I'm back. So dear from France, do you think Java is a very good language for learning Solidity? I do not understand the question, but I would say, yeah. So Java is not, it's not it's not very used in blockchain. Usually people build decentralized application with JavaScript. Java would be if you build a Dapp, a native mobile app, for example, but I don't see many people doing this. Then Larry, I'm already web dev, but I have zero knowledge on blockchain. What is the best advice you can give to start on? Yeah, so just start by learning how blockchain works. So you can check out the white paper of Bitcoin. Then study how Ethereum works, study the API of Ethereum, then continue with Solidity, smart contract, deployment, and then how to build a front end with Ethers. Basically, everything we teach in my course, a six-figure blockchain developer. Icaro, hi Julian, what do you think about Cosmos and all the environment around it? They even have a project to develop a smart contract with JavaScript, but it seems very different. Actually, I did a few videos about Cosmos recently. They have some really nice developer tooling, especially with Starport. I did a video about them. I think that was 1 or 2 weeks ago. They're also very good on interoperability. They are one of the most serious competitor to Ethereum. And contrary to Cardano, they are not 2 or 3 years behind. They already have an ecosystem with a couple of projects that use their technology. So yeah, I really like it. In terms of the developer experience, I have to say it's definitely not as easy as Ethereum, because the philosophy on Cosmos is to build a blockchain app as its own blockchain. So it actually developing a Dapp on blockchain app on Cosmos is more similar to build, for example, a Rails application, a backend app. Is more similar to this as opposed to building a Dapp on Ethereum with a smart contract, etc. Yeah, so if you are strong in backend, then you probably like Cosmos more. Okay, then Felipe, security threat are going crazy this early quarter. Yeah. Matthias, how to buy with the discount? I'm already registered. Yeah, you have on the page of the lifetime pass, you have the coupon, which is a black_Friday_2021. Sahil, what do you recommend as the course to start after Dapp 30 or 6-figure blockchain developers? I would say you start with 6-figure blockchain developer, and then if you want more practice, you can check out Dapp 30, especially the advanced project. Can you prepare for future video how to create a pancake bunny, for example? What is pancake bunny? I don't know. Emilio, can you please extend it to Monday? I get paid for a project this weekend. All right, so in this case, make sure you are on my mailing list. Let me put the link in the description here. I have the mailing list for the discount. So if you are on it, you'll get access to the discount up to Cyber Monday. Z World Neon is an EVM for Solana. Cool. I wasn't aware of that. Lucas, which language is used for development? Rust. It depends which area of your Dapp, but for smart contract, it's Solidity. MJ, the plugin, you're extremely good at what you do. You have a lot of passion. Thanks for your energy. My question is, where to start? I'm zero, no coding. Yeah, first, thanks for your kind word, and then you start with web development. Sandy, I want that lifetime access, but I can't afford. Do you need some work in exchange? Unfortunately, no, I don't have the time to manage training, but if you can afford it, just watch my videos on YouTube, really. And when you feel you're ready, maybe you can do some freelance work, and then you can invest this money into my course. You train yourself, then you can increase your rate, and yeah, you can do this. I saw your LinkedIn profile and it's impressive. Thanks, man. Hola from India. Dmitry, Julian, I got that there are addresses to pay on that page. There are no enroll button. Okay, so on the page for crypto payment, I explain the whole procedures. Basically, you send the crypto, then you send me an email with a link to your transaction. And basically, it works on trust. Of course, some people can try to scam me and use somebody else's transaction, but so far it hasn't happened. Cal, do you have plans to update Dapp 30? No, I will not update it. I will update 6-figure blockchain developer. Okay. Question in French, what do you think of Rust Solidity killer? No, absolutely not. Rust is a language that was developed by Mozilla to build a new web browser, and then it has been used by some blockchain like Solana for the smart contract. So it's a good replacement for C++. It was originally for system programming. I'm not sure it's going to do well for smart contract programming because it's basically much more strict compared to other programming language, and I'm not sure that people will be willing to take the time to understand the programming model of Rust. Solidity in comparison is more simple than Rust, so I'm not sure it's going to work as a smart contract language, really. Okay, so for KPS, your link is listing the lifetime access at 2,000, not 600. Yeah, so as I said, the discount code is, look, let me show you the page. So this is the page, right? It's $2,000 here, right? So here you have a very important piece of information. Here you have the coupon code, okay? So you use this coupon code on the payment page and you'll get the discount. All right. All right. 4K Gaming, learned so much from you, bro. Keep up the good content. Thank you. Kim, are you going to teach private blockchain as Hyperledger, Fabric? I'm not sure about this because the demand for this is not that much. Cenobite, do you have a course that covers minor extractable value? No, but maybe a course that could interest you would be the course on flash loan. Frankie 2 times says invalid code. Really not. Try it again because this is definitely valid. You can send me an email if you still have the problem, Julian. Yeah, if you guys still have some question after Julian at eattheblocks.com. Put this in the chat. Sriram, what is the future of Metis? What is Metis? CryptoRick, how do you feel about XDAI and its implemented London hard fork? I didn't pay much attention to XDAI. It used to have much more traction a few years ago, but now it seems to me that other L2 scaling solutions have way more traction. All right. All right. Then what we have? Can you explain how to get started in blockchain now? Okay, so please rewind this live stream because it's exactly what I explained during the stream. All right. Is the course material for Hat already complete? No. So Six Figure Blockchain, it uses Truffle and Web3, and so in the update, we're going to do Hat, and any new course we do, it's going to be with Hat and Ethers. For example, NFT 101 is with Hat and Ethers. Mike, Mr. Kavrak, thank for what you do sincerely. Thanks, man. Check us out putting up billboard in front of SpaceX. What is this? I don't know. How do I get access to the private Discord? Epsilon. This is in the first lecture when you enroll to the lifetime pass. 4K PS done. Purchase. Thanks for the discount and content. Awesome. Welcome on board. What we have? How to? Julian, do you also have a bootcamp? And what do I learn in your course? How to code a Merkle tree and drop with user interface? No, it seems like you want something very, very specific. So we don't teach this. But if you take our course, you will have enough skill to become a professional blockchain developer. So we don't have a bootcamp. So the courses we have, they are pre-recorded, so you can go at your own pace. And if you are stuck, you can ask question in the private Discord. All right, Morocco Star. I'm a beginner. How do I make money from blockchain? Well, you can basically there are two main ways. You can as a developer, you can be an employee working for a project, or you can create your own blockchain project and make money as an entrepreneur. BR1Pod, you skip my question. Are there any volunteer team project going where noobs can join with experienced dev to build project? You can check out Hackathon. Sometimes you can find teams like this. You can find DAO, like you have this DAO called the guild, Red Guild. Maybe they'll be okay to onboard noobs, but in general, I would say you have to do some homework yourself. It's difficult to arrive in a team and be super inexperienced, because from the point of view of the people who are more experienced, they don't want to waste too much time unless they are being paid for that. Unless you're a junior that is being brought in a team, in a company. But I would say learn yourself, learn something specific, and then try to bring some skills to a team. You don't have to be as good as them, but at least you need to have your little area of expertise where people can rely on you. All right. Then Santa Floki. All will know of our great work and effort. I don't know what is this. Diego Makina. I've heard you can edit a smart contract in Solana. Do you think it's secure? I wasn't aware of this, but if you can, I would be very surprised if you could do this. Then we have emergency. WT emergency. Will the course be updated for a lifetime? In this is included in the price. The course will receive some update. Will I do this until I'm 90 years old? I don't know about this, but it's gonna be for a few years at least. Then we have Shringy. I see you have difficulty pronouncing my name. Yeah, sorry about this. It's pronounced Kshetiji. It means horizon in Hindi. Oh, cool. Harris, as a Moon Stack developer, I'm confused for this blockchain development. Yeah, so you can leverage what you already know as a web dev. It's going to be very useful. And since so many development tools in blockchain, they are based on Node.js and NPM. So Kshitiji, hey, what are your views on Hyperfund? I don't know this project. A full live soul. Just found your video, love your content. I've learned a lot. I'm a newbie and stuck trying to compile on Remix. Yeah, man, we'll have to get started there. Don't worry, it's normal to struggle at the beginning. It's maybe you don't understand some error message, but at some point you will understand. I'm late to Sal. I'm late for your live. Will you be posting a live where I can hear what I missed? You can rewind on YouTube. You can rewind, and just after I finished, basically you have access to the replay. Rakibul Islam, how to find blockchain job of internship? Okay, so before the Q&A, I actually explained this. So rewind the stream. Semil Ob, hi, how can I learn Solidity and smart contract development? Well, also same thing. I talked about this before in the stream. Sandy, are you involved in any popular project? Yes, it's called EatTheBlocks. Then WT emergency. I've done front-end development course and a 4-month course on blockchain on Coursera. Cool. Alamgir, I'm following your tutorial, loving it, but I'm getting random error. Sorry, I can't really troubleshoot a technical problem here. It's more about we're talking of career, your career in blockchain here, basically. All right, guys. So does it mean we don't have any questions anymore? So let me put the links one last time in the chat. So if you want to buy the lifetime pass for Black Friday, this is only available for today. So you can get access to all my courses for $597 instead of $1,997, and the coupon code is Black Friday 2021. All right. And last question. Thank you. How do I learn in your course how to fork Uniswap or Pancake Swap? Basically, with the course on DeFi, you're going to learn a lot on DeFi in general. We don't. Oh, actually, do we? I have a blank because I have so many courses. Maybe the course on Uniswap V3. Do we learn how to do this? Anyway, if you specifically want to fork Uniswap, I actually have for Uniswap V2. I have a video on my channel. It's for free. But if you take my course, you're gonna learn a ton of stuff, especially for DeFi. What else? What other link I want to copy paste? Yeah, so this other link if you want to pay in crypto. And lastly, if you are registered for my mailing list, you'll get access to the Black Friday offer up to Cyber Monday. Okay, someone asked me, can I have your email? Okay, so if you have any question after that, Julian at eattheblocks.com. All right, guys, so this is it. So thanks everybody for coming here tonight. That was amazing. And I hope you had a great time, and I hope that now you know exactly what you need to do to get started for your career in Web3. So don't hesitate, guys. Start your journey now. Now is the best time. All right. Thanks everybody for coming, and have a great weekend. Bye everybody.